This time we will learn how to configure a Netis WF2414 repeater router to begin with. We have to set the channel of our modem to fix this so that when the power goes out, we turn off the modem, the internet goes out when it returns, it has the same channel so that the router is not deconfigured. Since the router is configured by channel to do this, we have to have the computer connected to the internet or the modem. There we must open a browser where we already have internet. From the browser we are going to type an IP address in the address bar. In this case I have a Telmex modem, so I'm going to type in a Telmex IP address that is 192.168.1.254 and we hit enter. We wait for the window to open. The window, it will appear the same as this. The only thing that's going to change is going to be this part here, which is the model of our modem YAR. To enter, the user is Telmex with a capital letter and the password is the password of our Wi-Fi. Since this is, we put accept and the window will appear like this, or a little different, but it will bring the same option of where else. We click and look for the configuration eyebrow. We give configure and here is channel selection. Here it says that it is on automatic, then you have to change it to manual so that it is always the same channel. In this case we are going to put 1. I always recommend putting the 1 since it is 1. We give apply. Once it was applied and the changes were saved, we checked again. We go into configuration and here I am going to say manual. Then we close the window and we go to the connection of the repeater router, but already in hardware, that is, with the repeater in hand. Well, since we did the previous thing of putting the fixed channel, which is something fast anyway, if you have another company just look for what IP address it uses and put the fixed channel. Now the next thing is the connection. As I said, Netis WF2414, we uncover it. We are not going to use the disk. It is not configured by disk. Do not get confused. We discard this cable. I am not going to use it right now because my computer does have it connected. Important. This router does not connect to the modem it is going to be configured. It will serve. I have already repeated Ethernet or Wi-Fi and it does not connect in this part of here to the modem. I am only going to connect the eliminator here. Since this we only connect the eliminator to the light. We wait. About 60 seconds in what it turns on, we will do the following. The cable that is connected to the CPU and then to our modem, in this case my cable that goes to the modem and that goes to the CPU is the yellow one. We disconnect it. Since we have the cable and the eliminator connected to the router, they should already be putting the spotlights. We connect the yellow cable to either of these two inputs. I recommend the middle one, which is the primary, the second is the secondary, but in either of the two that you connect you. It will continue working since it is connected. We go to the configuration of what is the Netis repeater router. Since we connect our Netis repeater router, we will move on to the configuration of it. We will open any of our browsers. In this case I will open Internet Explorer. Do not be scared because We are not going to have internet, we are going to type an IP address in the address bar, which is the following one that comes by default from the factory 192.168.1.1. Usually all routers, rotators, repeaters have that factory key point 1 or point 2. We type enter, it will open the configuration window we will give. Click on wireless. Since this is done, this window will appear in radio mode. Click and repeat, it will open another tab and SSID is repeated. This is so that the signal of our Wi-Fi repeats, the one emitted by our modem. Here I get 1, I get 4, but of the 4 only 1 is mine, so I have to click on the one that is mine from the one that I have the Wi-Fi key, not to the others, because it won't work then we already give it to mine. Click on wireless security, we wait for the window to open. Since it opened in radio mode, we will click and we will repeat. In authentication type we will change to WPA2PSK. Here we will change only from this little dot that says TKIP to AES, where it asks us for the password. There we put the password of the Wi-Fi network that we have just selected. OR of your Wi-Fi network of which you own. Very important, do not put the same as I am putting. Put your modem key, if not, it will not work. Since this is, we will give in save. We will wait about 20 seconds. We will close. Here it tells us that there is no internet, but in about 10 to 15 seconds more we will have what the internet is. Here it already appears that we already have internet. We open a window to check and we already have internet, then we are already connected from our rotator without need. To be connected to the modem, be careful here. The most important thing is to have it by Wi-Fi, since this rotator can be disconnected and connected elsewhere in your house, and it will expand the signal. So you can see that this tutorial was useful and that it is grabbing the Wi-Fi networks. We'll check it with a cell phone. Good. To check that if he catches us by Wi-Fi, I will connect here. As you can see, I select a network that says Netis. There is called the router. We will click and it is already grabbing the signal to me. Maybe it is not appreciated by the quality of the video, but I already have a signal. It did not ask me for a password because I already had it saved, but the password is stuck on what is the router that is always password. We will open the internet and Google is already opening up to us. So we can already have our cell phone connected by Wi-Fi or cable without the need to have it connected to the modem. This serves us, for example, if they install the modem in the living room and in our room, on the second floor, in another house, whatever it is, we do not get the We disconnect this signal, we put it in our room and we will have the signal. Well, this would be all. That will not deconfigure the modem and I hope it has helped you.